Hello, Polyfam! FreakSlime here, hoping that you are all having a wonderful day. I'm having a blast doing these challenges, and I can't thank you all enough for sharing this journey with me. Your support, memories, and advice keep me wanting to improve the content even further. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I made some changes in this video I'm really excited for you to see. I knew implementing them will take a lot of time. I didn't want to go too behind schedule, so I needed a fast and easy Pokemon to do on this one. And look at what we have here! It's such a coincidence you wanted to see Bellsprout in action. I am also curious on how it will go after watching the runs of my fellow Poketubers Gym Leader Matt and Andrew Davis, so it is time to give it a shot. I know what you are thinking. Bellsprout? Really? It looks so miserable! He has been skipping leg day since he was born. But trust me, there's a lot more than meets the eye here. During my first yellow playthrough, I was stuck in Giovanni's gym, and this little man that I had boxed was the one that saved me. Since then, I have nothing but respect for this line, and I'm so glad the anime actually did Bellsprout justice. This funky Bells in strength is going to impress everyone. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First off, a little recap of the rules of the challenge. I can only use my starter Pokemon in battle. I cannot use any items in battle, just a Pokédoll to skip the Marowak Coast in Pokemon Tower. I can only battle against the mandatory trainers to progress through the story. Not leveling or repeating battles for experience allowed. If I get stuck in a battle fighting normally at least 10 times, I can do a perfect battle, where I will create a save state after each turn until I get a miss for my opponent and a critical hit for us. If that isn't enough, I will use a rare candy and repeat the process until I can get through. If you like this kind of content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more upcoming challenges, share this video with a friend, and ring the bell so you are notified when a new video is on. With that out of the way, let's funk it! This video will feature the good vibing and secretly masochistic Bellsprout, the flower Pokemon. Wow, who would have thought this little creature could have such killing instincts? His attack and special are quite impressive, but they are also half of his overall stats. The speed could be especially troublesome, but I'm sure we can make it work. These incredible moves will surely help, even if they are a little limited. This is the strongest starting moveset we've seen in the channel so far, enough on his own to make World of Brock and Misty. It learns Leaf Powder soon after, which is actually insane. Grab will be really helpful to damage grass-resisting Pokemon until we get a Slam, and could maybe even work in tandem with Toxic. Mega Drain is a huge upgrade we can get early on, and Mimic could help us in a pinch. This looked really promising. What do you think? Does Bellsprout have what it takes to finally dethrone Poliwag? It's good for the algorithm, so put your predictions in the comments. Our first battle was closer than I would have liked. I picked Charmander, as his evolution double resists our best moves. Our Vine Whip is not very effective, but Turd was kind enough to throw a couple of turns away, which let us secure our victory. I present you the actual first gym leader of this run, the Bugcatcher in Viridian Forest. Not realizing Wither's double resistance to Vine Whip nearly cost me a reset. Thank Lord Heelys I had 2 attacks left and I could growth my way out of this one. Grass types are so powerful in the early game. Brock's Pokemon secretly love being wiped. Isn't it hilarious that we grew up as much levels as moves we use in this battle? After the Slav Row 3 was and traversing the Mount Moon, where I chose the real fossil, the Lunaton fossil, I finally got to Cerulean City. I fought Misty first, as I thought our growth and bite wing combo was enough to take her out. But there was an unexpected obstacle. The junior trainer before her! Her Golding confused us, and after a couple of turns, we were done for. I got her on our next try, but it's amazing how each Pokemon has their own difficult trainers. I had a frustrating loss versus Misty too. I believed her Staryu was harmless, but I forgot that our defenses are too weak, and I spent too much time boosting. By the time we took her out, our HP was too low. I thought that was okay, since we could surely tank a hit for Starmie while one hit KOing in return. But yeah, we got a Gen 1 miss and that was it. On our next match, I finished Staryu with more HP and I was extra cautious with Starmie, putting her to sleep first turn. I should have done that in the first place. Oh well, live to learn I guess. With our brand new sleep-inducing move, I felt pretty confident facing my rival. It was only a matter of not being an attack first turn, so I could put his bigger threats, Pidgeotto and Charmander, to sleep. I lost once, but only because Pidgeotto is truly such a jerk that needs his annoying moment. But everything worked fine in our rematch, despite it being too close to comfort. After fighting a little, we put him in bed. I only boosted twice because I was afraid of him waking up. It was okay since Abra is just furniture, letting us make our power go over 9,000. Rattata used the worst move possible, Hyper Fang, putting us in a very bad spot before biting the dust. His ace came out and his scratch barely killed us, but not quite. It all depended on us hitting our sleep move, and we did. 2 moves later the battle was over. We barely made it. Traversing Nugget Bridge and routes 24, 25, and 3 gave us a handful of levels and a ticket to enter the SSN. Thank Arceus eBay doesn't exist in the Pokemon world. This level gap is normally enough to make the next rival fight easier. Or that should have been the case. I feel like everything that could went wrong here. The hard part was getting our boost in front of this fatty bird. He hit really hard and kept having problems to sleep for more than 2 minutes straight. With 3 boosts, we can tank hits of Kadabra really well. But here's when our move's accuracy started to hurt. I was out in my first try after 2 rap misses. That one's on me, I should have used sleep powder instead. From there, all fights went down like this. Pidgeotto and Raticate weren't a problem and we still walled Kadabra like nothing. But then, oh boy, that bastard! Let's see, in how many ways this devil incarnate messed up with my sanity. Critical hit? Checked. Getting burned with Ember while getting a Gen 1 bind with Miss? Check. Another critical hit! Also checked. And this one, when none of that happened, and so it was just an easy 2-hit. Anticlimactic, right? I don't care, we're out! After gently touching an old man and stopping the timer on the trash can puzzle because he's a bitch, I fought Surge right away. His Voltorb is a weakling, letting us set up so we can one-shot everything, well except Raichu, but we ate that critical hit Thunderbolt, his most powerful move ignoring all our boots, so yeah, we were fine. Nothing interesting happened before Celadon, so here we are with the power of attitude. I got Fly and did all my errands in the department store before facing Erika. This battle was free because of how the AI works. Erika has what is called good AI, so she will always use super effective moves against us. Well, all of Erika's moves in that category are status effects, which doesn't do anything because of our second poison typing. Tangela was the only Pokemon that could damage us, which didn't matter because it's completely trash. It was slow and painful, and I even thought I was going to run out of PP and had to waste all my moves. But it was finally over, hooray! Even if our rival's Pokemon can actually attack, the difficulty was practically the same. The level gap was too high for him to handle, but it's not his fault. He couldn't train, he was grieving, leave him alone. After using a Mafia Grunt and some jugglers at punching bags, we faced the difficult mid-session of the round. Both Koga and the rival in Sif looked like tough contenders. We didn't have good moves against the first, and the second was just tends to be a jerk in all our challenges. That's why I dragged our weird belt all I could, increasing his speed so we could put everything to sleep. I also taught Bellsprout Mega Drain, as the recovery could come in handy. With all those preparations, I gave Koga another try. We were faster than his coffin, so we fully set up before giving him some tight hugs. Mac is very slow, so we could take our time. I missed a sleep powder based on his second coffin, and look at how much damage he did! Don't worry, there's nothing a good kiss cannot fix. Well, the big boy was here. Were we faster? We weren't, but I forgot about Koga's good AI. He would never explode on me if he could waste his turn using Toxic. Feedback is ours, baby! Now I could fight our rival or Blaine, and yeah, that was too hot of a choice. So rival time is his, even if I was not particularly thrilled about it. His speed jump was worse than ever, and he's faster and can 2-hit KO us with Wind Attack. Our only chance was to put him to sleep first turn and boost all we could. I realized I was moving first after my third boost. That's great! Now I could keep him at bay. But I failed my next sleep powder and Bellsprout hang on like a champ. Next one connected, so I was at half health facing his execute, which couldn't bear the power of a loving hug. I incredibly moved before his Gyarados, putting him to sleep first momentarily, and then forever. We sadly level up here, losing our speed boost, so Alaka-san could one-hit KO us with a critical hit. Was that the case? Nope, and we felt generous enough to give him 2 chances even. Kissing let us go nearly back to full before his now fully evolved dragon wannabe. His ember barely tickled us and we started hugging him. Every time he woke up, the crits and burns from the SS Sun haunted me. After missing 2 sleep powders in a row, things go pretty bad when another ember put us in KO range. Another hit and we were dead meat. My heart stopped when my last grab ended on the turn he woke up. This meant he could hit us again, taking us down as we couldn't survive another super effective move at this range, or so I thought. Bellsprout wanted to prove me wrong and he stood, staring straight to death, hanging on with just 1 HP. Oh, my girlfriend was so mad at me because of my shouting, but I couldn't resist. Bellsprout, you are so epic. Contrary to our last runs, Giovanni was merely comical. It's so sad that any special attacker can defeat the leader of a criminal organization like this. You know the deal, boost our power over 9000 in his useless Nidorino and kiss everything to death. Or that's what I should have done, but I used grab instead because they are poison types obviously, making this battle longer than necessary. You're free to roast me in the comments, I deserve it. I spent all my savings to keep dragging Bellsprout, maxing out his speed while starting to work on his special. Both Sabrina and Blaine have fast Pokemon with super effective moves against us, so we needed all the help we could get. I tried Sabrina first, as at least she didn't resist my moves. I was hoping I could tank one of Kadabra's attacks, put him to sleep and recover my HP after boosting. That's exactly what happened, but it was so close. Sadly, he woke up after my 3rd growth. I was ready to accept my defeat, but wait. The boost of growth made me again barely faster than him. What a cloud coincidence! Bellsprout, you just keep surprising me. Her creepy clown tried to be annoying, but his allergy to love made everything alright. Oh, Scott, what's up? It has been some time. Let me give you a hug. What? Is it too hard? But that's because I appreciate you a lot, buddy. Just enjoy it. Okay, maybe it was too much, yeah. Here came the big mustachio. Will attack his powerful psychic attacks. Oh, what? We went first? That's amazing, but we failed. He used Sidewhip. Thank Lord Helios he's stupid. We had another chance, and we threw it again. Come on, buddy, we need to close this out. That Psybeam was barely nothing. Could we two-shot him? Oh, so close, that's so annoying. And of course, she healed him back to full. Oh, okay. We can do this. Stay asleep, and we did it! Finally! That was more stressful than I thought, but we weren't in danger after Kadabra, which is awesome. And the irony of learning a slam, a really useful move in this gym just after finishing it, was a nice touch. Blaine certainly wisdom helped me realize that hitting other Pokemon do more damage than hugging them. And the type disadvantages don't matter when you have a big head to wonk everything with. I got hit just once during the whole fight. I didn't expect to be faster than his rapid as an Arcanine after the boost. Bellsprout's level up group became a very big advantage I wasn't aware of. This was the 4th major battle we kept our boost until the end. This Funky Friends challenge is shaping up to be legendary. And yeah, you guessed it, that trend continued with Giovanni. My 6-year-old self got past this gym with his body, so I would be deeply disappointed if that wasn't the case here. I think the most crucial thing in all these major battles is their little Pokemon choice. Setting up against a Duke trio would be so much concerning, but they keep starting with some junk at the front. Come on, this is the 5th random kid that beats you with just one Pokemon. Don't you think it's time to reconsider your strategy? But yeah, we set up, we were fast, powerful, beautiful, and dreadful for all his team. Ta-da! Let's have a real fight, shall we? This is normally a real nasty one. Could our tiny Bell keep up this undefeated streak? Things didn't start according to plan, as we miss a sleep power and this speed just hits like a truck. Thank Lord Helios, Wing Attack is only a 35 power move in this generation. After 3 growths, we were finally faster. Now we just needed to keep him asleep while setting up. Rhyhorn was an hyper potion. We level up here, which is so bad. At least I saved 2 growths just in case this happened, so we could outspeed Alakazam. Execute gave us the chance of boosting. Gyarados was the real test of our speed. Were we faster? Yes! Alakazam was still faster and didn't want to mess around. If that psychic crit, we were screwed, but it didn't. We put him to sleep and he never woke up after that. The only thing that could mess me up now was a crit from his ace. He didn't get it, even if I gave him 2 chances. We weren't expert assassins either. What a sloppy kill, oh my god, missing 2 slams. But who cares? Our beaten streak continued. Final stretch, everybody. Everything until here went close to perfect, but that could easily change with these next fights. Maybe you noticed a little jump in time. That's because I visited all places with PP restoring items available. The power plant and Seafoam Islands among others, just in case. These are our dumbbells, levels, starts and move starting the league. How many tries do you think we need? I think everything is going to be fine. Agatha could be problematic, but I think we are well equipped. Let's do this! It feels so good to have a super effective special move against Lorelei. My only concern was Dugong waking too soon or getting a crit first turn. We survived his attack and put him to sleep, but our worst nightmare became real. He woke up after 2 boosts. Not only that, but I misclick and continue using growth, but he used rest. I was forgiven. I didn't waste the opportunity, doing 5 growths and passionately kissing him to death. The rest of her Pokémon were one-hits until Jinx. She was faster, having multiple turns to get a freeze with Ice Punch. Luckily, I didn't have to cry alone in my room this time. Lapras incredibly survived by boosting Mega Drain. A chilling sweat went down my spine thinking about that Blizzard critting, but the game considered my SSM fight as enough punishment for one video. Thanks a lot. Look, it's Bruno. I will take the chance his stupidity grants me to thank you all for getting this far into the video. You are all awesome. Did you know that this guy is considered one of the candidates of Ash's father? That would explain why his son has such a hard time with anything at first. These genes have to be so hard to overcome. Congratulations, my dude. Now I understand and appreciate your achievements. Oh, is it over already? Good, I don't like wasting anybody's time here, so let's get moved. Okay, this is the battle I fear the most. After losing once due to Mega Drain's lack of power versus his poison types, I came up with an idea. I would mimic Green Eater, a very powerful psychic type move that only works if the target is asleep. This was a very dangerous decision, as I need to put everything to sleep here and most of her Pokémon are very fast. Did I succeed? We first relied on a bad move choice from her Gengar so we could put him to sleep. After a turn of staring at each other, Gengar hit his hypnosis, but we woke up immediately. Let's teach him how to use a sleep move. There we go! He woke up earlier than a kid in Christmas, but at least we mimicked his move. He was angry after that and wanted us to suffer. We endured the pain, but missed the sleep powder. His next turn was a waste, and we took the chance. We boosted twice before another Nightshade put us in KO range. We needed to hit, and we did. I used Dream Eater right away to go out of KO range, and he barely survived. That was such a good sign. We sadly leveled up after this, losing some firepower and speed. Golbat came out, and one win attack pushed us in the brink of death, but Bellsprout overperformed while in danger, putting him to sleep. Please, don't unsubscribe after I show you this. I don't understand why, but I boosted too much and Golbat woke up. I panicked thinking about how a weak attack would take me out, and I clicked in Dream Eater to get rid of him while he was awake. I was heavily punished for my mistake, as Golbat hit a Confuse Ray. We hit ourselves next turn and Golbat tried to confuse us again. Please put him to sleep. We missed! But she switched out Golbat for Haunter. 2 wasted turns in a row, what a miracle! Our Funky Bell recovered his determination, snapping out of confusion and hitting his sleep powder just for Haunter to wake up immediately. Oh my god, give me a break, game! Devouring his soul was what I needed to calm down. The traumatic experience brought the best of our protagonist, who after that never missed another move, quickly taking out all of her team. Okay, that was tense and overly complicated, but hey, we did it and that's what matters. I replaced Mimic for our next fight with Lance, as I needed a neutrally effective move versus his dragons. That's why I've said takedown for this very moment. The real problems in this fight are Gyarados and Aerodactyl. The first one could easily one-hit KO us with Hyper Beam and is faster. We just needed another move. Leer, that's great! So we could put him to sleep. After a couple of growths, we were faster, and that closed this first part of the fight. The first Dragonair scared me a little, as we missed Sleep Powder, but he used agility twice before being taken out. Gotta go fast to the grave. I did misplay versus the second one. I should have fully boosted while using Mega Drain, so I had all my HP in case I was slower than Aerodactyl or I missed my Sleep Powder. But I instead killed it as fast as I could, which I regretted soon enough. The big boy came out and surprise, he was faster! Supersonic hit and we missed our turn. This move is killing me, man. He used Bite, and our bear hang on with just 9 hit points. It's time to counterattack, but we failed again. The only thing that could save us here was Supersonic miss, and we snapped out of confusion. Oh my god, this is happening. We were forgiven again. Forget growth, just finish him quickly. We were close to full speed facing his Dragonite, and we won. Yeah, we could only lose with Struggle's recall damage here. Lance's good AI will always use one of Dragonite's super effective moves, Agility or Barrier. Trainers in this generation have unlimited PP, so we will never be touched by this giant threat. This is so stupid and I dearly love it. Never change Gen 1. I can't believe we got to the final battle with only 12 resets. We have a serious chance of beating Poliwag, but it's not over yet. Rival battles have been our constant struggle, and this one is the worst of them all. For the sake of suspense, I will cover the resets of this fight. Will our little bell surprise everyone and steal a fast victory? Of all our dreams will be crushed. Let's find out. Pidgeot could use a Sky Attack, Wind Attack or Mirror move. All back Wind Attack was good here. The strategy was simple. Get to boost and finish the battle thanks to our bulk. It sounds easy, but it was way more difficult than I thought. With 3 growths, we were faster than him. After that, Alakazam came and after a critical hit, I went down. It's okay, that doesn't mean anything. On my next attempt, I fully boosted on Pidgeot to see if I could be faster than Alakazam. That's the case, so I knocked both out. Then the sad news arrived. I leveled up here, losing our speed for the rest of the fight. Rhydon was easy enough, but we missed our sleep move versus Executor, which counterattacked with one of his own and finished us off. After that, everything went south, and I realized how lucky we were in our first fights. Passing Pidgeot was a pain since he can easily wall us during our setup. The rest of the fight wasn't so bad after that. After some tries, we finally got our redemption against Executor. Gyarados was next, and he didn't hesitate. He was faster and just an Hyper Beam finished me off. Okay, that was really bad luck. Gyarados' moveset shouldn't be an issue, as 3 out of his 4 moves are neutrally effective against us, and only Hyper Beam is a threat. Let's fish for another move choice, please. But oh boy, getting there was hard. After a bunch of tries, I was again in front of the giant Chinese dragon. During these attempts, I figured that boosting 3 times at first was more consistent if we go to Alakazam with enough XP. We could use those growth to set up on Rhydon and outspeed Gyarados and Charizard after leveling up. His first 2 Pokemon needed more hits to be killed now, but we could tank an Alakazam Psychic with only half of our speed, which is nice. We didn't need it in this fight, as he dared around instead of attacking. After boosting and taking down Rhydon and Executor out, it was time to prove the theory. Was I faster than Gyarados? Yes, but I failed my attack. He used Leer, we are safe. The next one connected, and Mega Drain 2-hit KO him while putting us in full SP for Charizard. This was it. But I leveled up again at the worst moment. It's alright, we have enough special bulk for tank his attacks. Fire Blast connected, and we got the burn. First turn. Maybe we can finish this with Mega Drain. It went fine at first, getting the giant lizard cross to red health. But then he woke up and the combo of fire speed and burn damage was too much. Oh boy, was I frustrated. But I knew this was the way to go. Another chance versus Charizard and I will close it up. I am sure. I needed a lot, and I mean a lot of tries for everything to pan out perfectly. Everything went the same way. 3 growths versus Pidgeot before he woke up and no critical hit for Alakazam. I boosted versus Rhydon and both Executor and Gyarados weren't an issue if I landed my sleep move. At last his ace came out. He used Fire Blast and he missed, while we landed our sleep move. Our takedown looked like a 4-hit. We just needed him to stay asleep, and he did! I couldn't believe it! After such a horrible fight the first time, luck balanced out on this one. Wow, that last fight was brutal. Was this stumble deep enough to finish with our chance of a first place, or we managed to pull it off in the end? Let's look at the score. 33 tries, so close yet so far. Yeah, we nearly tripled our total resets on that last fight. It really bums me out, because this ranked came down to bad luck. However, I think second place is the fairest for our Funky Bell. There are two things holding it back to be better than Poliwag: his speed and limited move selection. Even if their strategies are the same and Sleep Powder has more accuracy, having to take one hit before putting anything to sleep is a risk that costed a lot of tries. Poliwag Surf and Ice Beam are very powerful and efficient moves, whereas we only had one special, less powerful move on Mega Drain, which felt certainly more limited. However, his starting moveset was really strong. And this combo is still powerful even with that speed, so I really feel that second place is where this little boy belongs. I think I could use less tries if I repeated the run, but the same goes for Poliwag. I am learning a lot about this Pokemon and challenge format as I go along, and your feedback also helps me a great deal. Maybe someday I could retry these earlier challenges and let you know the results. Well, that's everything for today. What are your thoughts on Bellsprout after this run? Do you have some cool memories using him? Which Pokemon would you like me to do a challenge with next? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed this journey and I'll see you all in my next challenge. Let's say goodbye to everyone.